said he tried to suck my and I said, whoa, are you sure?
And then I like feel him sucking my so I open my eyes, I look at him, I'm just like, hey, whoa, like, whoa.
2024년 플로리다주의 한 마사지샵에서 끔찍한 폭행 사건이 발생하였습니다. 피해를 당한 남성 손님은 완전히 멘탈이 나가버린 채 즉시 경찰에 신고하였는데요. 도대체 무슨 일이 있었던 걸까요? 지금 바로 확인해 보시죠.
And I go in there, I get a massage from this dude, and at the very end, he like accidentally touches my. I'm like, all right, whatever. I hated that. He probably hated that, and he like keeps touching my. I'm like, this is really weird. And then I like feel him sucking my. So I open my eyes, I look at him, I'm just like, hey, whoa, like, whoa. And then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And so, could you like, and so I would want to like swab my whatever for his DNA. Like, I don't like, how do you handle something like that? Because like, that's assault and a breach of contract and weird. And so like, you know, like, obviously I didn't ask.
Yeah. What do you say? Okay.
He didn't say anything. He just like had touched my and then had continued touching my and then started sucking my and then I like shot up and was like, hey dude, like stop.
It's kind of wild. You visiting here?
Yeah, we're just on vacation, you know, like getting massages with my siblings. None of my other siblings had this experience with any of their people.
You guys all went? Like
Yes.
a bunch of you? Okay.
Yeah. And the dude's name is Hector, the guy, the masseuse. And they said he had been working there for a while, and like, they never got complaints of that. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah. All right. Just go back to the family. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make some phone calls and then see what we're gonna do.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, I do want to get some DNA evidence on it because right now it's
Well,
all
yeah,
he said, she said.
I gotta figure out
All right,
how
thank
we
you.
can go about that. Yeah.
피해자의 진술을 들어보니 그야말로 충격적인 사건이 벌어졌습니다. 당시 피해자를 마사지하던 사람은 45세의 헥터라는 인물이었는데요. 플로리다주에서는 마사지사와 고객 간의 관계를 명확한 신뢰관계로 규정하고 있으며 그 과정에서 어떠한 성적 행위도 용납할 수 없다고 법에 명시되어 있습니다. 또한 관련 자격이 없을 경우 마사지나 시술 행위 자체에도 법적 제한이 따르게 되는데요. 이처럼 상식적으로 납득하기 어려운 행위를 한 헥터는 혹시 무면허 불법 시술자였던 걸까요? 미클 수사대가 출동하여 직접 그의 취득 자격 목록을 조회해본 결과 헥터는 2019년도에 플로리다주에서 합법적으로 피부관리사 자격을 취득한 것으로 확인하였습니다. 분명히 자격증을 취득하는 과정에서 이러한 불법 행위들에 관해 교육을 받았을 텐데 헥터는 왜 이런 행동을 저지른 걸까요? 이후 경찰관들은 보다 정확한 사실관계를 파악하기 위해 해당 마사지샵을 직접 방문하게 됩니다.
This guy comes in to get a what service did he?
He had a massage today. It was booked with a couple of friends or family or something like that. Yeah, but he came out alleging that there was inappropriate activity, so I asked for more details. They were kind of giggling and laughing, telling me about it, which I thought was kind of odd, but I was like, you know, obviously if that is what occurred, like that's not up to our policies. And I did talk to Hector about it, and he said, no, nothing like that happened. You know, there was like, you seemed to be excited during the massage. I asked if everything was okay. The massage went as planned, and then he stayed through the whole session, and that was that. They checked out and then came back in and told me this information, which I thought was a little odd, but
So he goes into the room with Hector by himself. He's solo.
Yeah, all the massage rooms are
So
private.
he goes in with Hector by himself, and then how long is his massage for?
80 minutes.
So it's 80 minutes. So tell me, as close to what he said, and that you
He
can
said
remember.
he tried to suck my in exact verbiage, in fact, and I said, whoa, are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah, which is super odd because we've been around for 30 years and never had an issue. Hector's worked here for 10. I've worked with him personally for 5, and I've never had anything like that even be alleged here. So thought it was kind of odd. So asked for more information. Didn't really get much besides that he then changed and said that he did suck his. And I was like, are you sure about that? And he was like, no, yeah, you for sure. I said, that's really crazy. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, obviously I called my manager. She is at her other job today, I believe. So I sent her an email with all the information, shot her a text saying, hey, check your email in the morning, something for you to handle. Enjoy your day off if you're having one, but deal with this in the morning. And I told them same thing, like, I wish there was more I could do for you, but I'm just
an employee.
I'm run-of-the-mill front desk. I have no upper management. We'll obviously get your gift card refunded, but you know, that'll have to go through upper end. So
When he came out, was he upset? Like, I need to talk to somebody right now, or was it like, hey,
no, he
let me just
came
tell you
out
what
and
happened?
like went over to the table with the people. I don't know if they came outside or went in. We had a bunch of people checking in and out, and then came up and told me and just kind of whispered it to me. I was like, yeah. and that was it. He didn't seem to from.
So he did try to exercise discretion. It wasn't like, holy shit, this guy sucked my.
Just came over and told me and was like, hey, just so you know. And I said, oh, that's really weird. And he kind of like laughed about it. And then they came outside and then came back in to like give me more details. And I said, hold tight one sec. I'll come outside and talk to you because there's other people around.
Right,
obviously.
So you came outside.
Yeah, and we spoke right over here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really very bizarre, if I do say so myself.
Okay. Did you mention anything to Hector about it?
Yeah, I asked him, I said, what happened during the service? And he said, nothing. It was just the regular massage. I asked him if everything was okay during it. He seemed like everything was fine. I mean, what's going on? And I was like, well, there was an allegation, so I just wanted to check with you. And then he was like, wait, what? And he was kind of stressed out, but had another service to go to and then headed out for the day. So,
Okay.
yeah, and I was checking people out when he left for the day, so I didn't have a chance to talk to him.
And he didn't say whether or not the guy seemed overly excited during, because
He did mention that he was like, the only thing was, I mean, he definitely was during the service, but I asked him if everything was okay and it seemed fine, which, I mean, and you know, that happens pretty often during a massage, so we're not, you know, any stranger to it.
Right.
You're draped modestly, so we're like,
Correct. Yeah.
have as much excitement under that drape as you want,
Under
but
the drape.
under the drape. Right, you got that right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me know.
헥터의 직장 동료 진술에 따르면 도저히 상상조차 할 수 없는 일이 발생했고 오히려 피해를 당한 손님의 태도가 조금 이상했으며 헥터는 해당 행위를 극구 부인했다고 하는데요. 과연 숨겨진 진실은 무엇일까요? 알고 싶지 않지만 너무 알고 싶은데요. 곧 이어 오늘의 주인공 헥터가 등장하게 됩니다.
And you are?
I'm his friend.
Okay.
He's just nervous and would like a friend to.
Understandable.
He gets nervous too. That's why I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Hector, can you explain to me what happened your side? That's all. That's all I really need to hear.
Okay, so my client, he was complaining about he plays basketball, so complains about tightness on his legs and cramps back here.
Yeah.
So of course I'm going to work all of the muscles of the legs, even the attachments of the hamstrings, which are like right here on the butt. So I have to go like this, right? Then the attachments right here. So I have to put my elbow right there and also shake it to help release it.
Yeah.
You know, the guy when he turned over, I noticed that he had a hard on.
Yeah.
I think he was a hard on. I don't know if he was just like, you know, that's the way he is.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what do I do? I'll keep doing the massage, you know, because I've never had this experience before. I'm just starting my 9th year of employment here.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, fine. I'm not going to worry about it. So when I was doing the attachments right here on the quads, I did this, and I did that a couple of times, but I didn't think that would be a problem.
And then what did he do?
I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm fine." But he didn't say anything else.
Did you think that he was uncomfortable with that, or did you have to move it and it was just felt like
just
you needed to say
this.
something? Okay.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
And
He made no reference to it. Okay.
I just said, "Are you okay?" He said, "Yeah, that's fine."
And so
Yeah,
why did you
fine.
think you had to say if you asked if he was okay?
Because I noticed that I think he had like a, or unless he was just like,
Okay.
you know,
Oh, so you saw it and you asked, "Are you okay?"
yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay. I didn't know if he like made any kind of gesture or something.
No,
Okay.
I mean, we finished because we had like 5 more minutes of the massage when I was working right here on the upper attachments of the legs. So, you know, I just decided to ignore it because I never had an issue like that.
Yeah. Did he say anything to you before the massage was over? Before he left, or
No,
He made no.
When he left, I was standing on the door, like on the hallway, but he just like walked through.
Okay.
I asked him if he wanted water. He said no.
Okay. It's real dark in that room. I'd
We
say.
keep it dark.
Okay. And he had underwear on.
He had underwear.
He had underwear on. Okay. At no point he took his underwear off.
Huh?
At no point he took his underwear off.
I'm sorry?
At no point did he take his underwear
No.
off. Okay.
No, because we always tell them undress to your level of comfort.
Okay. Yeah. And at no point did you ever put your mouth on his.
No.
Okay, so there'd be no way that.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk my job.
No, I totally understand. I understand, and maybe that he was probably just uncomfortable,
Yeah.
or maybe he didn't know how to deal with kind of what was going on.
Right.
But that is his claim.
Okay.
Is that's what happened, and you know that didn't happen.
I know that didn't happen.
Okay. Is there any way, since if the easiest way for me to clear this entire situation is to get a buccal swab of your DNA,
Okay.
so that way there's no we find DNA on there, it's not yours, it's fine,
Okay.
and you're
Yeah.
completely absolved.
Okay.
Right, and his story would obviously break
Yeah.
down completely.
Okay.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna get on the inside of your cheeks, okay?
Okay.
And we totally
Mm.
appreciate you coming up here.
Yeah, this is gonna make it so much easier on us. Let me do one more. Let's get it. Thank you so much.
헥터의 진술만 들어보면 오히려 손님이 이상한 사람이고 헥터는 억울한 피해자인 것처럼 보입니다. 하지만 DNA 검사 결과는 전혀 다른 이야기를 하고 있었는데요. 검사 결과 피해자의 에서는 외부 DNA가 검출되었고 헥터의 구강에서도 자신의 것이 아닌 외부 DNA가 확인되었습니다. 이처럼 객관적인 DNA 증거는 단순한 주장이나 해명이 아닌 물리적인 흔적을 통해 사건의 진실을 보여주고 있었는데요. 결국 경찰은 헥터를 체포하기 위해 헥터의 집으로 향하게 됩니다. 계속 확인해 보시죠.
So just so you know, we obviously got back the results of that test.
Yeah.
All right. So with the evidence that's there, we do have PC for your arrest.
Okay.
So if you want to step out, we want to take you in so that you can get processed, and then that'll push the process along.
Okay.
Report number 1109, again 1109,
Okay.
2078
You can go this way. Yeah.
I'm gonna check one more time just to make sure. Check his belts or anything. Can you spread your feet out, man, for me just for a little bit? Nothing else on you, right? Just making sure before you go in the back of the car.
결국 헥터는 체포되었고 헥터의 모습을 보니 한 사람이 떠오르는데요. 같은 플로리다주에 거주하는 리바이 어르신이 떠오릅니다. 다시 사건으로 돌아와 헥터는 성폭행 혐의로 기소되었으며 초기 보석금은 10만 달러로 책정되었지만 이후 5만 달러로 조정되었고 현재 헥터는 보석금을 납부한 뒤 석방된 상태에서 재판을 진행 중인 것으로 확인하였습니다. 이상으로 영상을 마치며 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.